Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the final checkout video of a Snoopy telephone. This is Snoopy in Woodstock, and it's an original Western Electric telephone. And this is Clark's telephone from Arizona. And basically this is a later model telephone, and I'm going to show you the PC board here real quick. In the older original telephones, they had a network and a bell, and this one has the PC board as a network and a piezo buzzer, and you can kind of see that there in the back. So anyway, when Clark sent this telephone in, he had written a little note that the arm was broke, and we showed some earlier videos of the arm being repaired. And so the other thing that we had found, it had a couple of different problems, was the hook switch was bad, and that's probably how the arm got broke, because it's kind of aggravating to try to hang Snoopy up and you're not getting any dial tone, or the dial tone's coming and going. So that's probably how Snoopy's arm got broke. So what we're going to show you here is real quick. Snoopy's arm has been repaired, and under normal, they always break in this area, and they can have a clean break in them, or just cracks, and they'll kind of just give, and they won't hang Snoopy up. So basically that's been repaired, and under normal use this is not going to break again. There's just no way. It's kind of like the linkage now is on steroids, and it's just not going to break under normal use. Anything's going to break if the handset is slammed down on Snoopy, or if he's dropped. But under normal use, where you're just hanging the telephone up, and under normal circumstances, Snoopy is not going to break again. So anyway, that kind of shows that part of the repair. And now on these switches here, I'll show you real quick. You really can't get these switches anymore. Most of the time, if you're lucky, you might get a hold of a couple or one or two here or there. But this is kind of an odd switch. I've rebuilt quite a few in my day, and this switch here, this has all been resoldered and cleaned and gone through, more or less kind of rebuilt. And underneath this plate here, basically what they have is a half barrel that runs for the length of the switch, and they have a bunch of prongs that kind of crisscross each other, and that half barrel is supposed to sit down in those prongs, and that half barrel kind of turns back and forth as you're hanging it up. So that barrel rocks back and forth inside here. It's not an easy switch to rebuild or clean, but once you take it all apart, if you've done this a couple of times, you probably would get away with it. If it's your first time around, you're probably not going to get away with it, because there's too many prongs that are they're all crisscrossed, and they're spring loaded, and that barrel sits in those fingers and in those springs, and it rocks back and forth as you're hanging it up. So it's a pretty difficult switch to take on if you've never done one. And I'm surprised that Snoopy worked at all as dirty as the switch was inside, because basically the phone is in very good condition and it's very clean, but inside the switch it was just very dirty. And so it just makes you wonder how he even worked. And I'm not sure how it got that dirty inside, but when you have voltage running through anything that's conductive, it kind of pulls the dirt and the moisture from the atmosphere, just like your battery on your car. Your cables get dirty, and it kind of pulls the dirt from the atmosphere towards the conductivity of the metal and the voltage in the metals. So that's probably how it just kind of drew the dirt to it, and that's how it got into the condition it was in. And then basically, you know, you're kind of contributing, you know, his arm, because that's connected to the hook switch. And so if the Snoopy's not working right, the first thing and the only thing that you have to go for is his arm. And so that's how he ends up getting broke during all that. So anyway, we're going to do some final checks here. We're going to go ahead and set the top of the body back on, the base, and we're going to go ahead and plug the line cord in. And as you can see, it seized the line right away. And when I hang him up, you can hear the analyzer engage and disengage. So it's seizing the line now properly, and you won't have the problems with a switch any longer. So let's do some final checks here. Let's give you some dial tone, and we'll go ahead and dial some numbers here. And we're going to end in a 2. I'm going to hang up and do that one more time. Give you some dial tone. We'll go through our numbers again. I'm going to end in a 2. And then I'm going to talk into the handset. Every time you see that red indicator light on the telephone analyzer, that indicates 100% modulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that everything is working on Snoopy now, and I'm going to go ahead and unplug the line from the analyzer and put it in a regular telephone line and give you some dial tone here. And we're going to dial, say, a time and temp number. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hang Snoopy up, give you some dial tone here, and I'm going to dial my telephone number, and that's going to be busy. And we'll hang him up again. We're going to go ahead and ring him, and it's a piezo buzzer. This is not a bell. And I'll put the line back in the analyzer. Give that one more time. Give you some dial tone here. And we'll go ahead and dial the numbers one more time. End in a 2. And give it a little more modulation. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know everything is working on Snoopy now, and basically all we really have left to do is just put the body back on. And it's you know, it's a pretty simple process. You just want to make sure that you get his back and his front proper, and we'll set that kind of into place here. I'm going to go ahead and set the video down because I'm going to go ahead and put one screw into the back of Snoopy here. getting to fit together. And I'll go ahead and this will hold him together here for us. Now, like I said in an earlier video, I've seen where technicians and people who have tried to work on their phone not know that under Snoopy's tail here, he's got a screw. And basically, we'll put his tail back on here real quick. And that just kind of snaps into place. And so that'll hold him together. We'll try to get him back around here, because we still have the cover loose, and I'll plug the line cord back in. And I'm going to go ahead and just set his head back into place. And so Snoopy is finished up. And we'll finish putting the rest of the screws and everything in the little stoppers. Basically what they do is they use these little stoppers, and they put the screw in, and it's just like little fill guides is what they are. Where the screws are located, and they're kind of difficult to get out, but I showed that in the first video, how to take them out basically, because they do stick them in, and sometimes they go in too far and you can't hardly grab a hold of them to get them out. So Snoopy's all ready to go back to Clark, and they'll probably be pretty happy to get Snoopy back, because he's a really cool dog, and they're going to be able to use him now, and he should last for many years to come. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.